Hi everyone. I wanted to check in now that I am 3 weeks into my 6 week long radiation journey and share some information that I'm learning about radiation. So, overall, I'm doing really great. Today is literally the halfway mark. I am 3 weeks into the 6 week program. And for those of you who are going through breast cancer radiation, I did not realize that it was going to be every day. So, I wanted to share with you guys really what radiation is about in terms of the patient experience. So, I meet with my radiologist, had a couple of meetings prior to the actual beginning of radiation, which I started 3 weeks ago. And they brought me in for what they call some planning sessions. So I meet with the radiologist oncologist as well as the entire technician team. And we do almost like a dry run of positioning. And they lie you on this, it's almost like an x ray machine on the stretcher of this bed. And they position your body in a way that they are very much so targeting the very specific region of your body that's going to receive the radiation. Um, for me, I was getting radiation specifically on my left side, as well as kind of up here in this area for some of the lymph nodes. I was concerned because it's on my left side what radiation would do in terms of impacting my heart and my lungs, just because you're so close to that area. And they've actually taught me some breathing techniques to use while I'm undergoing radiation. So that way, when you inhale and bring in a lot of oxygen, you're actually distancing your heart from the tissue of your breast that is being radiated. So there are some interesting techniques that can be used to protect you as much as possible. In addition, to make sure that you're lined up perfectly every single time you go in, they give you what's called tattoos. And depending on where you're going for your treatments, some tattoos I've heard can be permanent while others are temporary. So in my case, at my treatment center, they are permanent tattoos. And they are no bigger than, I would say, like a ballpoint pen. I can actually show you um, what one looks like. I don't know if you can actually see this little blue mark right here. It kind of looks like a mole. I'm upset that it's blue and not black or brown, but they told me, if it was blue or if it wasn't blue, they wouldn't be able to see it because it would just blend in with any other, skin moles or freckles that you may have. So I have some of these smaller dots. I have actually four of them at different parts of my body. So that way, when I line up, they can use that as their guide for positioning. So that's interesting. The tattoos, it hurt for like a split second while they put it on, but then after that, there was no problem. And you kind of forget about them. Radiation itself does not hurt. Um, I'm going Monday through Friday, and the entire time from arriving and checking in, putting on the gown, to leaving is about 20 minutes in total. The most time is actually the positioning, just to make sure that you are aligned properly on the machine. But the radiation, the technicians leave the room for a couple of seconds, and they come back out. The machine moves around your body if you're getting radiation in different spots. In my case, I am receiving radiation at four different sides of my body. So the machine actually moves four different times around, so that way we're targeting the most tissue possible. So that takes about 20 minutes. It's not that bad. And I think the hardest part is literally just showing up every day. I've gone right now for 3 weeks in a row, Monday through Friday, and I think I'm doing pretty great. I noticed some tiredness, some fatigue, but other than that, not too bad in terms of symptoms. From my experience, it seems to be much easier than going through some of the chemo treatments, so that's a win. I am noticing that my skin is starting to get a little pinkish. I look forward to Saturdays and Sundays when I don't have radiation, so that way my skin can kind of calm down a little bit before the next week. I am heading into the final 3 weeks of radiation, so I do expect the skin to change color a little bit more and for there to be a little bit more sensitivity. But as of today, I am feeling pretty great and just kind of noticing that the color is starting to change. What else happens in radiation? So, color, we talked about the tattoos, tiredness. Um, so I think it's going pretty well. Everyone's really friendly, and hopefully we're killing all the cells that may have been left over that had cancer. So this is just part of the prevention plan at this point. Thank you.